Katrina here with a new tutorial for you, and I'm super excited to show you how to create this pearl statement ring. After you learn how to create this pearl statement ring, you're going to want to watch the video for how to create this arch ring because it stacks perfectly with this statement ring, so you definitely want to go check that out. Starting off our materials, we are going to be using an 18 gauge solid brass wire to create the band of the ring. Then we have a 24 gauge coated copper wire that we will use to attach our bead onto the ring. Then we have a ring mandrel in the size of your choice, as well as a metal file to smooth down the wire. Then I have 3 different sizes of beads. We will be using needle nose pliers, chain nose pliers. We need our wire cutters as well as some nylon jaw pliers. To begin creating our ring, we are going to use our nylon jaw pliers and straighten out a length of the 18 gauge wire. Then we're going to grab our file and smooth down the tip of the wire. Then using our needle nose pliers, we're going to place the very tip of the wire into the jaw of the pliers and create a loop at the end of the wire. Readjusting the hold of our pliers on the wire, we are going to slightly bend the loop over so that it is centered over the long end of the wire. Once we have created this loop, we are then going to use our ring mandrel and place the wire onto the mandrel, bending it all the way around to create the curve of the ring. Grabbing our bead, we're going to place it onto the ring mandrel to give us an estimate of where we need to bend the wire to create the band of the ring. Marking the spot where we need to bend the wire, we're going to pinch it with our fingers or our pliers and bend it over 90 degrees. Using the first loop as a guide for the size, we can then place the wire into our pliers and create a second loop identical to the first one. Wrapping the wire around to complete the loop, we will then use our wire cutters to snip off the extra wire. Grabbing our file, we want to smooth down any rough edges. If needed, adjust the loop with your needle nose pliers to make sure that it is centered over the band of the ring. After we finish shaping the band of the ring, we are then going to use our 24 gauge wire to attach the bead. Placing the bead onto our 24 gauge wire, we are then going to thread the wire through one of the loops from the outside to the inside of the ring. Pushing a short tail of wire through the loop, we are then going to wrap it around underneath the loop multiple times. You can make this wrapping as long or as narrow as you want, but at least wrap it 4 to 5 times so that the wire is secured onto the band of the ring. Once you have wrapped it as far as you can with your fingers, grab your chain nose pliers to finish securing the wrapping onto the band of the ring. Pressing from side to side as well as end to end to squeeze the wrap together. With the first end secured on the ring, we're going to slide the bead up into the center of the ring. And then we're going to clip off the extra wire, leaving enough wire that we can thread it through and then wrap that tail of wire down around the loop like we did on the first side. We can place the ring back onto the ring mandrel to help us keep the correct shape. After we wrap the wire as far as we can with our fingers, we can then grab our chain nose pliers to finish securing the wire onto the ring. And then we have finished the ring. A different way to attach the bead is to simply thread the wire straight through, so we go from the outside, inside, inside, outside as we thread the wire directly through the first loop, the bead, and then the second loop. And this creates just a little bit of a different look when you're attaching the bead onto the ring. Both options for attaching the bead onto the ring work great, and it really depends on what you want the ring to look like. I wanted to show you this option as a reminder that when you're creating wire jewelry, you really can just do anything you want to create the jewelry piece that you're making. These two rings are made with the two different attachment styles. You can see that they both look great, and it's really up to you what you want the ring to look like. Now that you have finished creating this statement ring, you have to check out this video where we create an arched stacking ring that fits perfectly with this ring. I hope you enjoyed creating this wire jewelry with me, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure to go check out the rest of my channel where you can find many more tutorials. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.